going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Sunday, December 29th, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Well, we're back with the Wraparound today. A 9-game card. We've had a loaded card of action since coming back from the Christmas break. I think we've only got 3 games on Monday, 1 game on New Year's Day. So the cards are going to get a little bit more scarce over the next couple days, but we're still going to be here to make some money. So without further ado, you guys know the drill. You ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game on Sunday's card takes us to the Enterprise Center, where the St. Louis Blues take on at the Buffalo Sabres. And I'm not the biggest fan of this game to kick off the card on Sunday, mainly because I just don't know what we're going to see from either one of these teams. Both these teams have come out strong, out of the, or at least in their last couple games. St. Louis came out strong out of the break. They beat the Nashville Predators at home 7-4. Buffalo, on the other hand, took it to Chicago 6-2. So for me in this one, I'm just leaning towards the Blues because they are on home ice here, and I just feel like they're a little bit more trustworthy to keep their success going. I feel better about the goaltending for St. Louis, whether it's Joel Hofer that gets the start or Jordan Binnington. Like I said, I'm just not a big fan of this rotation in Buffalo of Luukkonen, Reimer, even if Devin Levy was to come back. So I'll lean towards the Blues here at -120. Now we go to the Honda Center, where the Anaheim Ducks take on the Edmonton Oilers, and I keep trying to tell myself, if there's a shot that I can take on an underdog, I'm going to be a lot more open-minded to it in 2025. That might be my New Year's betting resolution, but this is just one of those spots where I can't do it because the Edmonton Oilers, I feel, are just a far better team in this matchup. They have owned the Anaheim Ducks in recent years. If you look at the head-to-head history between these two teams, Edmonton has won 7 straight meetings, 13 of the last 16, and each of those 7 straight wins have come by 2 or more goals, including each of the last 9 head-to-head. Those 7 wins I just mentioned, the Oilers outscored the Ducks 41-11. The Oilers, they've also won each of their last 5 trips to Anaheim by a combined score of 27-9, all by 2+. I'm taking the Oilers on the puck line here. Now we head to the Amalie Arena, where the Tampa Bay Lightning take on the Montreal Canadiens, and another matchup where I wanted to get on board with an underdog, but the thing is that Montreal is just a much more attractive underdog when they're at home. They're not as heavily priced as an underdog when they're at home because a lot of folks can see it. They do play their better hockey at home, 10-7-2 at home compared to 5-10-1 on the road. You're also going to Tampa Bay, a matchup for Montreal they haven't really had much success in, as they've lost each of the last 4 meetings and 7 of the last 8 between these two. The majority of those have been multi-goal victories for Tampa Bay. I'm going to take Tampa Bay to win this one in regulation. I'm also going to take them on the puck line here. I think even if you see Jonas Johansson here for Tampa Bay, he pulled off a shutout last time against the Florida Panthers, who are just a much better team than Montreal. Ironically enough, that's who Montreal just beat 4-0 themselves. But I just think that Tampa Bay gets it done at home here. So give me Tampa Bay in regulation -140, as well as a sprinkle on the puck line. Now we go to Little Caesars Arena, where the Detroit Red Wings take on the Washington Capitals. And I'm sure that Detroit's going to be able to provide some underdog value, at home at some point. But right now, I don't feel like this is it. I mean, this is a Detroit team that's lost 4 straight. They've given up a combined 18 goals over those 4 games. They've been outscored 18-6. They've given up 4 or more goals in 5 straight and 7 of their last 8. They're taking on a Washington team that, yes, is on a back-to-back, but they just beat up on Toronto in Toronto on Saturday. And they have been one of the most profitable and one of the best road teams in the NHL this season. They also got their heart and soul back on Saturday, and Alex Ovechkin, who I believe scored in his return to the lineup for the Capitals. I just think the Capitals here are reasonable price on the road, -150. I said, until the Red Wings kind of get themselves out of this tailspin, it's really hard to back them, especially with a reliable option on the other side at a fair price. Now we head to the PPG Paints Arena, where the Pittsburgh Penguins take on the New York Islanders in a back-to-back home-and-home situation. And, the Islanders got the better of the Penguins on Saturday. I would lean towards the Penguins to maybe get the revenge on Sunday, but every time I back the Penguins, it seems to come back to bite me in the ass. So I'm not ready to just jump back on board with the Penguins just yet. What I am going to do here is I'm going to take the over because I do think that both these teams have had some questionable goaltending in the past. I don't expect Ilya Sorokin to get the start for both legs of the back-to-back here, so I could expect to see Marcus Hogberg here for the Islanders in goal. For Pittsburgh, if it's not Tristan Jarry, it could be Alex Nedeljkovic. And like I said, I just feel like there's questionable goaltending on both sides, and both teams have the ability to find the back of the net. We've seen the Islanders, put up 6 goals in each of their last 2 wins, but they've also given up 3+ in 6 of their last 7 games. Pittsburgh sort of in the same boat. They gave up 6 goals to the Islanders, but scored 7 against Philly in their last home game. And so I'm expecting some goals here. I'm going to go with the over 6 in this one. Now we go to the XL Energy Center for a matchup between the Minnesota Wild and the Ottawa Senators. The Minnesota Wild, the more rested team in this matchup, and while they do get, back home where they haven't necessarily been as effective this season, I think we're starting to see the Ottawa Senators and the luster of that win streak wear off a little bit. We saw, Mads Sogard get the start for the Senators on Saturday in the first half of the back-to-back, the loss to Winnipeg. I thought it was going to be Merilainen that got the start there, and we'll have to see if Linus Ullmark will be healthier sooner rather than later, but he's not on this road trip for Ottawa right now, and I don't know how much I love Merilainen in this spot. I think the Minnesota Wild are the better team, and they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to get back on track with back-to-back wins. They just got a nice win over Dallas on the road. If I had to pick someone in this match, I'd probably go with the Wild here at -140. Now we go to the T-Mobile Arena where the Vegas Golden Knights take on the Calgary Flames, and another matchup where historically just it's so hard to just avoid, the Vegas Golden Knights in this spot. I know these two teams have split the last 10 meetings between these two, 5 apiece, and Vegas won the first meeting this season 5-0. If this game was in Calgary, I think you'd have an easier time convincing me to maybe take a shot on the Flames because the Flames are just much better at home this season. 19 games at home so far for the Flames at the Saddle Dome. They've won 12, but on the road, 5-7-4. The Vegas Golden Knights, on the other hand, 13-3 at home. They've won 4 straight and 8 of 9. The bulk of their games as of late have been multi-goal victories. They just beat the Sharks 6-3. At home, they beat Vancouver 3-1. I just think that the Vegas Golden Knights, like I said, are the better team here. I think they take care of business. They've covered 8 straight puck lines as division home favorites. I think this is one of those 5-2, 5-3 kind of games here. So I'm going to take the Vegas Golden Knights here on the puck line. Now we head to this matchup between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Dallas Stars from the United Center. And believe it or not, if there's a spot that I was going to take a shot on an underdog on Sunday's card, it's in this game. The home team has won the last 4 meetings between these two, including all 3 meetings this season. Last time when these two teams met in Chicago, it was a 6-2 win for the Blackhawks, and the Blackhawks have actually won 3 straight games at home, and they beat some decent teams. They beat the Islanders, they beat the Kraken, they beat the Capitals as well. The Capitals, like we mentioned earlier on the Wraparound, a fantastic team on the road this season. Dallas, not as hot on the road, and they've actually dropped 3 straight games at home, which is, for me, a little bit alarming for the Dallas Stars, considering that's where they played their best hockey this season. They're still 13-5-1, but like I said, 3 straight losses. It's kind of, taken the luster off of the Dallas Stars at home. Now, last time we saw Dallas on the road, they did beat Utah 3-2. But again, they've played in a bunch of 1-goal games on the road as of late, and some of those have ended up being losses. They've actually played 4 straight road games that have been 1-goal games, and the last game that wasn't, well, it was that 6-2 loss to Chicago. And like I said, it's just a spot where I think that there's value here with the Blackhawks, given the fact they've won the last meeting at home. They've won the last meeting at home, and the home team's 3-0 this season. But not only that, the Stars this season 7-8 on the road. The Blackhawks 7-8 at home, where they've been a lot better compared to 5-14-2 on the road. So Dallas and Chicago, Dallas having an equal home road record as Chicago has at home, and we're getting plus 200, plus 205. Sign me up. I'll take the Blackhawks plus 1.5. I'll put a little bit on the money line at plus 205. And our final game on Sunday's card takes us to the Crypto.com Arena, where the Los Angeles Kings take on the Philadelphia Flyers. And to be honest, I think that the Los Angeles Kings are going to be a team that we're going to have to keep an eye on for the next little bit. Now they have finally returned from the 7-game road trip where they went 3-4. But now you look at what the Kings have done at home. They're 11-2-1 at home this season. They've been playing extremely well at the Crypto.com Arena. They come back from that road trip and the Christmas break. First thing they do is they beat the Edmonton Oilers at home. And now they take on a Philadelphia Flyers team that's had mixed results on the road, but in their last 3 road games prior to their 3-1 win over the Anaheim Ducks, they lost 7-3 to Pittsburgh, 6-4 to Detroit, and 4-1 to Minnesota. I think that now you're facing a team with a pulse in the Los Angeles Kings. I don't know if the Flyers are going to have much success in this one. I'm going to take the Kings to win this one in regulation at -135 and sprinkle a little bit on the puck line as well to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Sunday, December 29th, 2024. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys.